Good evening, everyone. We are just about done with the Hebrew Bible. That sounds bad. We're just about done with the textual criticism of the Hebrew Bible. And we're going to look at the final part of the ancient translations of the Hebrew Bible, looking at the Aramaic Targums, the Syriac Peshitta, and the Latin Vulgate. Now, as you can see, I'm doing this all in one presentation, so I'm not going to go into a great deal of detail on any of these. I just sort of want to give this cursory overview so that you can be familiar with the sources themselves. If you do have an interest in any one of these, of course, these aren't my areas of specialization, the Targums or the Peshitta, but or the Vulgate for that matter. But I can at least direct you in the right to the right place. But let's take a look at them. So, as I said, we're going to look at these three: the Aramaic Targums, the Syriac Peshitta, and the Latin Vulgate. So, Targum itself is an Aramaic word. Quadrilateral root means an explanation, a commentary, or a translation, which is exactly what that was. So, likely these developed orally originally, but as Aramaic became the more common language during the first millennium BCE, the need to translate the Hebrew into a more useful, at least in the common vernacular, translation arose, and so the Targums were developed. We have Targums found as early as Qumran, so that they are very early, and most of the text of the Targumim reflect the MT tradition. So it's important to remember that as a text critic. But these are the Targums, the Aramaic translations of the Hebrew Bible. So for the Torah, we have Targum Onkelos, the Jerusalem Targums, the Cairo Geniza Targums, and Targum Neophiti. And for the prophets, we have Targum Jonathan. Again, I know I'm moving through this quickly, but this is just to give you an idea of the different Targums that we have available to us. Now, that nifty script off to the side is called Syriac. And the Peshitta is the simple translation. It's very close to the MT, just like the Targums, as far as its tradition is concerned. And the oldest manuscript comes from the 5th century CE. So that's the Syriac Peshitta. And then finally, the Latin Vulgate. So at the end of the 4th century, and that's CE, Jerome translated the Bible into Latin. The Hebrew source for the Old Testament portion, as the others, to follow the MT tradition, which again is unsurprising to us. So I know that was fast. I apologize for if it was too fast. But Monday, what we're going to do is just take a daily data. It might be a little bit longer. I'm not sure. And try to just review what we've covered thus far for the Old Testament. We've talked about textual criticism in general, and then we went through the Old Testament. And before we move into the New, I sort of want to do a recap, a little summary, so that everybody's on the same page. And it'll make it easier, I think, to have all that in one place in one video. So we'll see you next week, and enjoy your weekend. Thanks.